Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Land Rover Discovery 4, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Discovery 4 3-litre SD V6 XS Auto. It's Euro 5, 2012 on a 12 plate, has done 74,472 miles. Fuel economy, urban is 28.8 miles per gallon, extra urban 34.9 miles per gallon, and combined is 32.1 miles per gallon. Has a top speed of 112 miles per hour out of a 255 brake horsepower, 6-cylinder 24 valve engine. Service history, 11th of the 3rd 2013 at 12,545 miles, Lakeland Land Rover. 28th of the 4th 2014 at 26,479 miles, Lakeland Land Rover. 30th of the 7th 2015, 31,524 miles, Lee Brothers. 2nd of the 3rd 2017 at 37,529 miles, Lee Brothers. 6th of the 3rd 2018 at 40,635 miles, Lakeland Land Rover. 18th of the 12th 2019 at 45,555 miles, Lakeland Land Rover, including the cam belt. 25th of the 3rd 2021 at 52,394 miles, Lakeland Land Rover. 7th of the 12th 2021 at 60,343 miles, DJ Marwood, including 4 tyres. 16th of the 8th 2023 at 69,689 miles, Tony Blundell Autos, including gearbox service. 7th of the 8th 2024 at 74,106 miles, Tony Blundell Autos. So we've got rear privacy glass, we've got the wind deflectors, the aluminium side steps, Land Rover dark silver badges, plastic wheel arch protectors, the multi-spoke alloys. So we've got the high pressure headlamp wash, the dark silver badges which look like shadows, dark silver grille, front parking sensors, so we've got the split tailgate, top lifts up, bottom comes down, a heavy duty rear load mat in here, roller blind rear load cover, and then the back here, which to be honest today I need. I've picked today to come and video this car when the bowling club are meeting, and it appears the bowling club can park wherever they want. It's not my car park. They like to walk in front of the camera. They like to park next to the camera with a car ticking over, waiting for the wife. It's been so funny today. Oh dear me. Anyway, back to a proper car. Lovely example. To say the chap was fussy looking at the car we were selling is an understatement. But then, when you look at this, I understand why. Vehicle's pretty mint. It's a lovely car. It drives nice, got great service history, had everything done, and great value for money, as all Land Rovers and Range Rovers are these days. Just beautiful. You know, we're better to sit waiting for all the bowling club to park up than in the back of a Land Rover. So we've got the rear parking sensors there as well. Rear wash wipe. All the seats fold down. These seats fold flat. Heavy duty rubber mats as well on the floor. Very, very nice and clean in here. It is. It's lovely. It's got the Harmon Kardon speakers as well. So lovely to listen to music in. You can see the wind deflectors out there, so in theory you can put the window down a little bit, crack the window open, and you shouldn't get too much noise and you know, no buffeting. Roof goes up in the back. We're sat a little bit higher up than the front seat people. I've got more headroom here because on the Disco, as I say, the roof goes up. Lovely car, absolutely lovely. Let's go for a drive. As long as you've got the key on you, foot on the brake, click the start button, and away we go. I don't think it'll go, oh yeah, it will go back further, that's better. So great specification, it's got Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming. We've even got, just there, heated steering wheel, which came in very handy this morning. This morning it was foggy and kind of drizzly. Oops. Would help if I put it in gear, wouldn't it? Here we go. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than a Discovery. If you want an all-round car, especially. There was something the other day. What, you know, if you had so much money, what car would you buy just to? If you could only have one car, only use one car, it'd probably be Discovery, I think. They are just absolutely fantastic. Head and shoulders above everything else, in my opinion. We've got a height and reach adjustable steering wheel, but it's manually adjustable. And to be fair, you know, the more electric things in cars these days, the more there are to go wrong. We just have a car. It's an old Nissan Qashqai, and it's I forget how much it was. It's about £4,000, I think. And the the little switches on the steering wheel that control the volume of the radio. Now, bearing in mind, here or doing that, stop working. It's trying to find out the fault, unbelievable. We've new switches and it's not the switches, so it's probably going to be the wiring. But it's all stuff that just drains money, you know. And I mean, you may think that, right, well, it's got a warranty and you should cover everything. The manufacturers, they stop covering stuff after 3 years, and that's, you know, from 3 to 10 years, still costs the same money. It still costs the same money for a switch that, as if it was going in a brand new car. It doesn't depreciate by 10 years. So it becomes very, very expensive. The job's getting harder. I don't want to I don't want you to cry for me, but fortunately, I'm coming to the end of my time in the car job, and it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to make money. It's very difficult to sell good cars, stand by them, do everything that you should do, that an honest motor dealer should do, which I'd like to think we are, and make money. So, but, you know, stuff like this. And we've got paddle shift here, left hand side, change down, change up on the right hand side, indicators on the left, wipers on the right, also your headlights will be on the left too, your phone controls on the right here, your display in the centre, show warnings, vehicle setup, trip computer, display settings, power folding door mirrors, electrically operated. We'll just test them. Yep, that one's working. Yep, that one's working too. So that's set. You've got electric windows, your terrain response, and Swamp Mexico Christmas Minefield from Richard Hammond. I finally finished watching the last episode of the Grand Tour last night, and I have to say I was a bit choked. Very poignant at the end, and we won't be seeing the likes of that again, sadly. Jeremy, he likes discoveries. I mean, I remember him going to the top of Ben Nevis, I think it was, in a discovery. I think it was the previous, well, it was probably a 2005 one, I think it was. But he went to the top of Ben Nevis with the help of with a lot of mountain rescue teams and a winch. And he got to the top. And then a helicopter picked him up. And he did what I always do, nearly every day. Went off with the keys in his pocket, so they couldn't get the Discovery down that day. But you know, what other car could get to the top of Ben Nevis, even with the help of a mountain rescue team and a winch? You know, Richard Hammond going up the side of a dam in a Defender with a winch. You've got to have some faith in a car to do that. Absolutely. Just a lovely drive. Rear tow bar. It's finished in. It's one of them Scottish Islands, and it's a grey. I think it's Stornoway. But let's just call it grey metallic. You know, when you're describing colours, if you're describing over the phone someone, you say it's Stornoway grey. What's that? What's Stornoway grey? But if you know, like dark silver, light grey, dark grey metallic, you've got kind of an idea, haven't you? So just really, really good to drive. You know, I always get onto this, but there's a big problem with EVs at the moment, EV sales. And they're great, they're absolutely great if they suit your needs. They're perfect, they're a no-brainer if they suit your needs. But the way they're being sold, and the way they're being sold to start off with, it's just all gone wrong. People are being told that they do things that they may do 1 out of 100. Your tyres may last 40,000 miles, perhaps. If you're very careful, you don't. I could make set tyres the way I drive, because I do hardly use the brakes. I coast, and so it's creating a lot of buyer's remorse. once you get buyer's remorse, you don't go back quickly. You can't be persuaded quickly. And I will use an example. When I'd first started in the motor trade, we had a very good customer, and he always used to buy Senators off us. And one year he fancied a change, and he went and bought a Range Rover. And he bought this Range Rover, and after 12 months he couldn't stand it anymore. Now the case then was he was used to being low to the ground. And I went for a drive in this car, and when I went round a corner I felt like I was going to fall over it. And then for years, up until about 5-6 years ago, I never ever had another Range Rover, because that was my first experience and it put me off. You only get one chance to create a good first impression. And Range Rovers there lost me forever. I was used to driving Opels, and they lost me for virtually ever. And the only time I was doing some mystery shopping with a friend, and she'd got a Range Rover. And we were going to Scotland, and she had some paperwork to do. And she asked me if I'd drive. And I drove it, and it was a Range Rover Sport, and I drove it. And I've had all sorts of cars. I've worked, I've worked for supercar dealers, Mercedes. I've had everything. And I drove this Range Rover, and I thought, wow. We ended up buying it off her. And ever since then, I've run around in Range Rovers. They're fantastic. You just cannot beat them. Can't beat them. Best car on the road, in my opinion. Don't take my word for it, because the one thing that will happen for sure, if you buy one of these, or a Range Rover Sport or Range Rover Vogue, you'll then be spoilt for life. They're just fantastic. They're so comfortable. Big front centre armrest here. You've got the gear selector, which comes out the gear tunnel when you switch on. You can put it in sport. Why you put it in sport is beyond me. I've never needed it. You can guarantee that if you're going to have an accident, it's when you're rushing. So why rush? Why not set off 10 minutes earlier? And enjoy the ride. So there we go, sat nav. I just click that to say I agree not to be distracted, although that distracts you when you have to agree. Weight of the car, nice big discs, big calipers, big pads, pull you up, great tyres. Don't get any better. Climate control. Got heated seats there. Have we got we've got a heated front screen as well. You know, this is quite a bumpy road, and it kind of just takes it in its stride. Harmon Kardon speakers, great sound system. course, it'd be a good idea if you indicated first. Just give me a clue. And like I was saying before, if you set up early enough, if I'd have just been rushing and pulled out there quicker, matey boy there would have been a hood ornament. There you go. I'll finish the test drive there. Lovely car. I don't think you'd find much wrong with it, to be honest. It is very, very clean. Lance's given it the treatment, but to be fair, it didn't need a whole lot. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.